G'day and welcome to JoeJoeMoto. Today I'm going to be bringing you with me as we do a top end and just a full birthday and freshen up on the Beta 200RR. Alright, well the little 200RR has been absolutely put through the ringer. We've done 4 training days on the Don River. All of the hours before it, everything like that. I think we've got like 40 odd hours now, and just training around the track here, I have been giving it an absolute beating. Now that I've really confident with the bike, I've been flat shifting everywhere, just absolute full tap. So yeah, she's definitely due for a freshen up, and we've got a few other little jobs and bits and pieces that we need to do as well. So let's start by just checking over the bike. Rightio, first things first, it's just super dirty. I gave it a little hose off when we got back from our huge 2-odd week riding adventure up in North Queensland, and that's about it. I haven't actually pulled it down or done anything, so it's absolutely filthy. It also rained. I've been training every single day. I've got a race next weekend, so I've just been out on my enduro track, and so one of them was a really slippery, wet afternoon ride, so it is covered in mud, dirt, dust, everything. We've still got a little bit of Don River still here and there on the bike, so yeah. We're going to first start by just giving it a big old clean up, pulling it down a little bit as well when we do our clean up, so that we can, access under the tank and everything, get the tank off and all the rest of it to do the top end without dropping dirt and dust and weeds and all sorts of nonsense in there. And so now, as a professional sponsored racer, I'm just going to hand the bike over to my team of mechanics, and my head mechanic here, that's me, isn't it? I guess I gotta be doing the work. I gotta be doing the cleaning. Dang it! Anyway, we'll get outside, pull the bike down, tidy it up, get it ready to freshen up and everything. So I don't know how far we're gonna go to pull it down. I had some big intentions of pulling the whole bike apart, but with the race next weekend, all I really want to do is just get this top end done and make sure the bike's just running sweet. And there's a couple little things that we need to do along the way as well. But anyway, let's just get it outside, get it pulled apart, and all cleaned down. All pulled down, all clean, ready to head back in the shed and start the process of pulling apart that engine. Rightio, so she's all washed down, pulled down, ready to go. So now it's time to rip into the top end. So what we've got is we've ordered a top end kit from Beta Australia, and we've got a manual on the iPad, on the tablet thing, ready to go to just follow the instructions and go through exactly what they say to do. I'm definitely a bit of a Lego kind of guy with when it comes to rebuilds and things like that. I just follow the manual to a T and do exactly what it says to do. So yeah, let's get into it. I think we're just going to drop the water and do all those bits first, and then go from there and see what happens. Right, yeah, let's do it. Drain coolant, engine mount, top engine mount there. No, there is a copper washer. Woo! There. Plug wire, lead. Oh. That out of the way would be nice. the time. Let's see how neat and clean or dirty she is. Pretty dark in there, but a bit of carbon. Alright, slow. So now we're taking off the power valve cover. We've got two normal 8mm bolts, but then we've got this fancy little lock nut bolt hex thing, and it's really annoying. Thankfully I've got this super old kit here with me, and I'm hoping I can find something from here. Oh yeah, that did it. Yeah, I'm so glad. Piston out, good to go. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to see inside there properly, but the bore is looking absolutely fresh. There's no scoring, no nothing, and yeah, it's looking really nice in there. There's nothing in there at all, so very happy with that. Ready to go back on. We'll just clean up all the power valve stuff now. Rightio, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this or not, but this is a problem that I've had with the bike loading up without the power valve sort of thing. Like, it gets to this point where it makes this big old raspy two-stroke sound, and it just doesn't perform as well as it should. And I'm feeling a little bit of a notch. It's hitting something there and not actually opening the power valve. And when you give it a little wriggle and a move, then it will fully. Look, it won't even get there right now. So I don't know. I'm really hoping that it's just gummed up because of my slow riding, but there we go. So it's this forward-back movement here seems to be what's doing it. If I've got it up in the open position, there you go, it's sort of latching on. I don't know. We need to get rid of whatever that is anyway before we put it back together. There's all the rest of the bits and pieces ready to be cleaned up, so I can at least do all of that. Rightio, little tub of petrol here. We're just going to be cleaning up all of the power valve parts, get all the carbon and the spooge and everything out of it and off of it, and then we'll give them a good clean with some brake clean to sort of just clean them out, get rid of the petrol and everything, and yep, just get everything really nicely cleaned up. Rightio, well, we got the new piston ring in there. Let's just see what it's at. That's 0.1. I'm hoping we can fit a 0.1 in there. Yep, easily fit a 0.1 through there. Rightio, we're good to go with the new rings. New rings are good. I got to get new bolt here, and one of these bearings doesn't feel amazing, so I might just get a new set of bearings for these the power valve stuff, because that was one of the issues with the bike that I've had, so I'd prefer to just get new bearings if I can. If I can't, it should be fine. I've cleaned them up and tidied them up, and they're definitely moving a lot freer than what they were, so yeah, anyway, we'll see. We will see. Alright, well, I'm sorry to say, but it was at this point that I lost a whole bunch of footage. I'm so sorry. I've been kicking myself for days, searching every hard drive, everything, for all of this footage that I've lost. I don't know, 50 odd clips that are, you know, putting all the bike back together. But look, thankfully I was filming on my phone for a bit of Instagram stuff, so you'll get to see a fair bit of that now. So we'll just roll on that footage, so at least get to see things starting to get put back together and whatever. Rightio, the heart of the engine is out. Look, it's even bleeding a little bit. Well, that might be me, but anyway. Piston out. I've just got the stator cover off so I can actually crank the engine and move things around, move the piston up and down. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Rightio, this is the current state of the shed tonight. So we just got the top end off, but yeah, we had some little issues, which is exactly what I thought. I was so worried about getting the power valve off, and I this tiny little hex head, what do you call it, Allen bolt, just stripped straight away. Like just wouldn't accept an Allen, and tried, you know, like an Allen thing and whatever, just, you know, just absolutely munted it. Got it out with vice grip, so we're all good. I got it out, but the problem is I there's no way I can put that new bolt, an old bolt in, so I need a new bolt there. The bearings are a little bit chunky in the power valve, and I was really worried about the power valve, so I want to make sure it's right. So I'll order a new bolt, order some new bearings as well, and fingers crossed they get here by sort of Monday, Tuesday, which is not great for my training, ready for the race next weekend. But anyway, I got Mr. Luke's old KTM 200 that I can at least ride around the track, half an hour of training every day, and get the bike back together. Ready for next weekend. So yeah, fingers crossed. We even what did we do? We you know, had to resort to the KTM hammer. Anyway, we're all good. That's it for tonight. That's it for the rebuild for now. We are pushing ahead with the rebuild today. I'm going to work out what to do with the issues that I've got. But anyway, we've jammed the piston on, and up at the workstation up here, everything is cleaned down and done, ready for some reassembly. This is the little issue that we've got. This bolt here is stripped. It's a little tiny Allen head bolt, so I'm thinking about just putting a you know, grind across in it and do it up with a big screwdriver sort of thing, and that'll be good enough, because I just need to get the bike running. I need to get the bike running for the race next weekend. So anyway, let's just keep getting into it. Final snag hit. There's nothing I can do about it. I've just been wallowing in my own sadness for a little bit, and yeah, we've hit a proper snag now. The power valve issue that we had, half the reason that we're doing the rebuild, is still there. It's still notchy and locking in, and it won't rotate freely. There's a big old notch in it, so whether it's the bearings or something, I don't actually know. Yeah, just going to take it down to Calandra Motorcycles tomorrow and get them to have a look at it. Hopefully they've got the bearings or bits and pieces in stock, so we can just fix it, get it ready to go back on, and we can do it late nights through the week. Yeah, frustrating. That was the thing that I was worried about, was hitting a big snag and not just getting it done and running. Anyway, see what happens. Well, with the bike down, I was still needing to do my training ride. I've tried to ride every day around the enduro track here at home, and thank goodness we've got Mr. Luke's old KTM 200. She's still kicking. I just did a couple of hot laps then, and I think more exhaust comes out the front of the bike than the back, but mate, she still runs, and it was a good little training ride too, something different, so super cool. Well, we are pushing ahead with the rebuild. We've got the head cylinder on and torque down. We're just about to put the head on. Everything's looking amazing. Thanks to the amazing Calandra Motorcycles for this afternoon, helped me out a little bit with the power valve there. I still don't think it's absolutely perfect, but fingers crossed it'll be good to go. So yeah, let's just keep ripping into it, putting it back together, and hopefully we get it fired up tonight. So after that little clip there, we got the head back on, torqued everything down, filled it up with water, did everything, you know, turned it over a bunch of times just using the flywheel sort of side of things, and made sure everything was free and easy and going well, and then just got the bike all back together.
Rightio, well, she is all back together, like fully back together, which, you know, kind of scares me because if there is something wrong or a leak or whatever, that means I've got to take stuff apart to fix it, but we're dialing in with confidence, so we're about to hit the starter button in a minute. We'll see what happens. You all got your fingers crossed for me? Rightio. All right, are we ready? Let's give her a fire. Oh yeah. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Bike is running. Happy man. Yoo-hoo! And then after the bike was running, I just did a few little heat cycles in the shed, and then did some heat cycles just running it up and down the road here, putting it under load, and yeah, just trying to get it running nice. And it was easy. Everything worked perfectly. Checked everything every time after every ride. Just checked the water and oil and all sorts of bits and pieces, and made sure everything was torqued down, nothing was falling off. And then yeah, got to ride it a bunch of times to run it through some heat cycles and make sure it was running great. And then that leads us into now getting ready for the race, and we were setting the sag and playing with a bit of suspension stuff. So we'll jump into that. And again, I'm sorry that I lost all that footage. I'm sure there was nothing too crazy and amazing there, but yeah, it is frustrating for me. I don't like losing things. But anyway, let's just jump back into the rebuild and get it all ready to go for this race. Okay, just adjusting the sag here and pulling this locking collar separate, and then winding it out a bit more because we've got too much or not enough sag, whatever it is. But tell me in the comments below, what am I doing wrong? How do I use this tool? Because I can't get leverage once I'm on the thing like that because it hits the reservoir here, and I can't go the other way because the carb boot is there. Are you supposed to do it with it off the bike only, or are you supposed to be able to do it on the bike? Because at the moment I'm just locking it in and pulling it this way like that, just getting that little tab locked in and yanking on it and adjusting it that way, which is painful and difficult, and I definitely know it's not the right way to do it. Rightio, I can't bust my knuckles anymore. That's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I shouldn't be doing this the day before a race, seriously mate. Anyway, we've got 650, let's call it 659, 659, 659, 625, 659, 625, 659, 625. Quick math tells me you're at 34, so that's good. I'm happy with that. I don't think we can do anything with rider sag because rider sag is going to be to do with the spring, and I'm not changing springs today, obviously, so rider sag is what rider sag is, I guess. Yep, looking very full there. Rightio, everything's torqued up. She's looking really good. Doing a quick little bleed on the cooling system too. Up in there is a little sort of bleed bolt. Just making sure there's no bubbles coming out as I sort of just crack that and check it, make sure it's all good. Rightio, we'll just warm her up for a second. So we've done a full adjustment on the suspension where I feel like it needs to. I'm not an expert, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just sort of following what I feel is right. I set the sag, the static sag, the rider sag is what it is. I can't change springs now, but everything is dialed in and locked in. I can just notice a little bit in the rear end now already. It's just a bit more planted, a little bit more firm, which, you know, I wasn't getting before, which is great. I've adjusted the spring preload in the front and also the rebound because I was getting that full-on knock as it came out of its stroke, so after compression. So suspension is adjusted. We've partially run it in, as in we've got I think about an hour or so on it now, or close to an hour. I've just sort of, you know, I don't know, 60-70% throttle. We haven't just let it rip yet, and that's what we're going to do today. Give it a little bit of a beating, and fingers crossed it's all good. ready to race tomorrow. Okay, she's feeling nice and strong. There's no issues now. Feeling good. Feeling good. Whoa! Might be the first ever time I've whiskey throttled on the 200 there. Definitely feeling strong. Nothing's feeling out of place or bad. Woo! That was late on the wheelie, that one, wasn't it? Feeling strong and I'm feeling fast. We are in sync. Yoo-hoo! Oh, I nearly went down. A little bit too much lean there, Joe. Yeah, she's feeling strong, boys and girls. She's feeling real strong. Very happy with that, and I'm feeling fast too. Phew! Okay. Tomorrow's race, 5-hour enduro. Teaming up with the amazing Mr. Matty, who we've ridden with up north a little bit. I'm looking forward to it, eh? I'm feeling good. The bike's just feeling so strong. Suspension's feeling so dialed. Yoo! Alright, let's get it. Finish the birthday, give it a wash. Do the last few little bits and pieces, and very, very happy with the rebuild. Yeehaw!
Well, that is it for the Beta birthday. She's looking amazing right now. So we went for a top end rebuild, got all that sorted, cleaned all the power valve, got all that working really nicely. That's flawless now, working really, really well. We've put oil in it, we've replaced the gearbox oil, we fixed a few little bits and pieces here and there. What else have we done? Tyre pressure, and yeah, just you know, giving it a good old once over and just checked over absolutely everything, plus the top end rebuild and running it in and getting it back to beautiful running working condition. Not that it wasn't before, but anyway. So yeah, I'm super happy with it. The bike's running really strong. Oh, the other thing was we played with the suspension a bit too, and it just felt, wow, it felt really, really good out there today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you think someone might enjoy this or might want to watch someone playing around in the shed and fixing their Beta, you can share it with your friends and whatever. Do all the other social media thingies, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Very excited. I'm so glad it's running well. It's just, yeah, great peace of mind to know that I've run it in well and I've, you know, given it a good beating today because we are racing tomorrow, so we're good to go. Yoo-hoo!
Service manual calls for the band. They call it the band, the elastic band, which is the rings. I don't know why they call it elastic band. Spanish things or whatever they are, Italian. They call for a 0.2 millimeter as a service interval. Now my feeler gauges only go to the closest to 0.2 I've got is 0.229 millimeters. So let's bring this out to see what she's at. So there's 0.5, half a millimeter. See how she's at. Well, she's well over half a millimeter, so she's well and due for a, according to the service manual, she's overdue. Let's just see how far out she goes, hey? 0.66. She can still cut a 0.66. Jeez. She definitely needs it. 0.8. It's probably the limit there, 0.8, 0.7. So she was well and truly due for a top end, hey? There's 0.7. Can't really fit a 0.7 in, so maybe 0.6. That's close to 0.6. Yeah, okay, we can fit a 0.6 in there, so well and truly due for a top end when it calls for 0.2 to be the limit, and we can fit a 0.6 millimeter in there, so yep. Let's get the new piston rings ready to go in and check them, make sure they're all good to go.